I released over 80 tutorials in 2023, but these are the best of those farms. I hope you enjoy. Starting things off strong, we have got this super simple cow farm. This is probably the best food and leather farm that you can build in Minecraft. All you have to do is climb up these stairs, go ahead and breed your cows like this, and then all of the baby cows are going to drop down to the bottom. Not only are you going to get all of the XP from breeding them, but once they're fully grown, all you have to do is go ahead and click this button, and then click it again, and it's going to retract the lava, and all of the drops are going to end up down here. And this is going to give you plenty of leather, making it super simple to build that enchantment table. When making an enchantment table, not only do you need leather, but you also need a ton of paper, and this is by far one of the best sugarcane farms that you can build for Bedrock Edition, because look how small this thing is. And this is going to generate so much more sugarcane than any AFK sugarcane farm ever will. So all you need to do is press the lever, and as you can see, it is shooting out the sugarcane, and this thing is perfectly timed so that there's absolutely zero bone meal waste. And as you can see, this thing is going to give you enough sugarcane easily to have a full enchantment table. Super smelters are great, they're absolutely amazing, but most of them only have up to 8 furnaces. This one right here has 32 furnaces, and if you wanted to have even more, you very well could. This thing is infinitely expandable, and it is just the coolest thing ever. I have one in one world, which I believe has 128 furnaces. This thing is absolutely insane, and it's just going to constantly spit out cooked products. The next farm we're going to be taking a look at is a Mob XP farm, and this thing is super simple. All you have to do is turn on the Trident Killer, sit here with the Looting 3 sword, and collect all of the XP and drops. You're going to get gunpowder, bones, arrows, all of that fun stuff. And if you want to make this thing even bigger with more layers, then you can to increase the efficiency. Now, the awesome thing about this design is that it is very similar to old mob farm designs, except we replaced the buttons with fence posts, and that actually stops the spiders from spawning. Because in one of the 1.20 updates, they made it so that spiders could spawn on buttons, and that messed this entire thing up. But by replacing those buttons with fence posts, it is going to work. Alright, the next farm is a Kelp XP Farm, and yes, these things still work in 2023, and presumably in 2024. However, the XP glitch with the furnace is now patched, so it is not nearly as good, but this thing is still going to chuck out tons and tons of dried kelp, which can then be used for fuel, which can then be used to get even more XP. But as you can see, this thing is just turning out kelp like it's nobody's business, and this thing just looks really cool. Of course, if you're going to be building all of these farms, then you need to have an item sorter to store it all. And this one is very nice and simple, and it looks absolutely incredible. I especially love how we're glitching these items through the glass to make it look like a little vacuum chamber or something. And if we take a look behind here, you can see that the redstone is incredibly simple. All of these items are going to get sorted out, and as you can see, obviously we're not sorting out gold ore, so it's all going to end up down here, and this thing is just super cool. And if you want to make it smaller, then you can just chop off some of these bottom chests here, and you will be good to go. The next farm we're going to be taking a look at is an iron farm, because this list would not be complete without it. As you can see, we have iron golem spawning. This thing is the smallest iron farm that you can build on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. If we take a look down here, you can see just how incredibly small this thing is. This thing could probably be built within maybe 2 hours of starting a brand new world, and the hardest part would be trying to find lava. But yeah, as you can see, this thing is so small, and it is so efficient for its size. Now, on the other hand, if you want to make more of a statement about your iron farm and how big and beefy it is, then this one might be more for you. This is a slightly more efficient iron farm, which is why I don't recommend building this, but it is a lot cooler. This thing will generate about 450 iron per hour, and as you can see down here, it is nice and safe, and you will get plenty and plenty of iron. Now, this thing is absolutely incredible. If you have the resources and the time to build it, and you like how it looks, then I would recommend building it. But yeah, for just your average Joe Schmo, the old iron farm that I just showed you will work more than well enough. Enderman farms do not have to be difficult to build, and this one is by far one of the easier ones that you can build. It's very simple. All you have is a giant platform built far away from everything over there, which is loading in, And then, of course, you just look at the Enderman, they get mad at you, and then they will go and attack you. All of the XP is going to end up inside of your inventory. That's going to take a minute to get over to us, but it will get over to us. And then all of the pearls are going to end up inside of these chests. And then when you want more Endermen, you just look around. They're going to come running over here. And as the game loads in, we are actually going to get more Endermen, but I did just load into the world. So we're just going to go ahead and kill these guys. And as you can see, we are having plenty of Endermen come now. So yeah, this thing is near impossible to have empty. You are always going to be killing something. Stone farms used to be this big complicated things with pistons and obsidian and all that fun stuff. But now all it is this nice and simple build where we can actually just go ahead and mine the stone. This thing is super awesome. You are going to need a Silk Touch pickaxe, but all of the drops are going to end up in here. And while those drops may look like they're catching on fire, the hopper is actually picking them up before they have the chance to burn. So this thing is not wasting any materials, and we are getting plenty and plenty of stone. And if you wanted cobblestone, then you just wouldn't have Silk Touch on your pickaxe. Next up, we have this incredible gold XP farm, completely AFKable. Now, this isn't the largest design. I have a larger design on my channel, but this is my personal favorite due to the sorting system. But all you have to do is go ahead and click this lever, and that is going to immediately start killing these piglin. And if we come up here, you're going to see that this portal is flicking on and off, and that is actually how we are going to be summoning those piglin. Now, they're going to end up in this trident killer, and if we come down here, all of the drops get sorted. So we're keeping the gold nuggets, the rotten flesh, and the gold ingots. All of those golden swords are actually getting shot down here, and they'll despawn nice and simple. That way we're not filling up our chests with all of that junk. But as you can see, the farm is actually starting now, and we are going to collect all of that XP. This thing is absolutely incredible, and it is going to give you so many levels just by standing here. So if you ran this thing for like 8 hours, I genuinely believe you could come back to hundreds and hundreds of levels of XP. And to end things off, fish farms are one of the best farms that you can build early game. I have two designs here. I've got a semi-automatic design where you just aim at the bottom half of the banner and then just go ahead and wait, and you can do whatever you want, walk around, do all that fun stuff. And then once you catch a fish, the bobber is going to fall into the lava, and the drop is going to end up in the chest, and you're going to go ahead and get the XP. So there's absolutely zero waste. It is impossible to miss a fish using this design. An important note is that when building either of these designs, make sure this is the only body of water within 5 blocks of it. So don't have any water within 5 blocks of the farm. But as you can see, we caught a raw salmon there, which is nice and simple. And if we come over here, this is an AFK design where all you're going to do is sit here. You would go ahead and open up your auto clicker and then aim here, and it would do all that fun stuff for you. I don't have my auto clicker open right now, but if you are interested in building this design, then the tutorials for this and all of the other farms will be down in the description. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. All of the world downloads and tutorials will be down in the description, so go ahead and check those out. And if you haven't gotten the chance yet, please go and check out my second channel. It'll be on screen and in the description. But that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. My name is OneUpMC, and I will catch you guys in the new year.